and what we're going over the next few weeks.
We didn't get as much done as I hoped we would while I was here, but we had some bad weather, and I'm still a little bit weak for recovering from health issues, but I'm on the mend and everything's doing good.
Yeah, we got a lot done on the Jeep. I'm making sure that I had the live set up correctly because I don't see anybody on here yet.
We've got Aiden's Jeep drivable. That was the big thing we wanted to do. We didn't get all the sawing done, but that's fine. Aaron's can finish sawing in a couple of weeks.
All right. I was just making sure because everybody knows you've seen our internet service is pretty horrible down here. So I got to double check and make sure that that it's actually working. So yeah, like you're saying, we spent a lot of today working on my Jeep. Today, getting some stuff caught up on that.
Just general maintenance.
Yeah, stuff I got behind on. No, I've been around. I've been posting, but I'm trying to get some of the stuff up from Mom and Dad's that they've been nice enough to do some videos. So I've been posting those up there, Mandy. Yeah, Mom and Dad's place is pretty nice, and I'll have to read comments to that because I'm not sure he can read them on that screen.
I can't see him. No, so. I cannot see him. So I was hoping to get all of the front porch chinked while we were here, but we didn't. But we done an experiment. We've got to do a little of adjusting on our mortar, on our chink and mix.
Yeah.
And may change the size of wire that we've got.
We got a couple more pieces chinked. It looks pretty good, but I did the video on that. But we're getting there. Just a couple things I've got to work on as far as our mix being a little bit too wet, but now we have almost one whole little section finished. So our gas prices, we're not going to talk about gas prices right now, I don't think.
I'm going to come back in a few weeks, but right now I have a few cows and we're right in the middle of calving season, and I've got a heifer that's going to be her first calf, so I'm not going to come back till after the heifer has a calf.
Yeah, we got a little bit, or he had two born while he was down here. So
yeah, but those were the cows. I don't worry about them. I just worry about the heifer because it's her first calf.
And my mom has done some videos with those cows, so they're going to be they'll be coming up in a video from the mountain farm here soon. As soon as I get all the footage Mom's done. I can't go too far or I'll lose service over here.
We just like that little pile
done. You can see our big pile of scrap wood. That tarp right there, all that tarp is siding, and then all this is lumber. So I'm gonna be busy here in the next week or two finishing up the rest of the sawing so that we can make a trip up to.
And he's got a big pile of cedar logs or cedar poles laying over there, and he's going to bring my stake splitter back and make rails for a rail fence,
right?
Which will suit this old place.
And you can see here it was all Dad's fault. He got a little curious.
Yes, I did.
And so we started getting some of the siding off the other part of the log cabin.
We've got a little repair work to do. It's not as bad for a 200-year-old. It's not bad.
Yeah, there's a little bit you can see. I think I already put one video up on this.
We'll replace this log into here. We'll saw some logs probably on the chainsaw mill. We'll marry one to this with a saddle notch, and then we'll replace this one. So we got about 3 foot to replace here, about 3 foot to replace here. It's time consuming, but there's really nothing hard about it. To do on the other side of the window,
right?
About 3 or 4 foot, but that's no big deal. Time consuming, but not hard.
But for 200 years old, it's still looking
beautiful.
Pretty good.
It's really going to be beautiful. My main concern was the log above the windows that ties this whole structure together, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
No rot at all in it. And So when we start this project, when we start on this side, it's going to be time consuming.
All right, video a little bit blurry. We'll walk back up here a little bit closer to where our service is better, and that should help. Let me know if that helps. Like I said, we have to be picky out here where where we do our videos.
Yeah, my phone won't work anywhere except outside. I can't talk on my phone in the house.
Clean that other camera screen off. Is that a little bit better? If anybody else is having an issue, just let me know. But I cleaned up a little bit. Papa helped me clean up a lot more, and we've kind of made a little bit of a mess again out here, but working on the boys' Jeep. But I know some of you guys have been following the
the hood unlocks.
no, I think hang on just a second. I'm trying to get it working a little bit better here.
You get good service now?
I'm working on it. No.
I'll get it. No better herd to lose, no better service.
I'm trying to get it. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get it worked out. I think my signal might be picking up a little bit. See if. Yeah, it is still a little pixelated, isn't it?
Are we doing any better?
I think it's starting to now that we're out here. It's a little blurry.
You got the comments back up there on the screen, so we may be doing a little better.
It's a little bit better now. I see it's still a little bit blurry. I'll try and. We usually do pretty good back here. Yeah, I did. I disconnected from the Wi-Fi before I ever started, so that would help. Because you are right, it does work a little bit better. Still a little bit blurry though, isn't it? I might have to switch over in a minute. But we'll keep going, see if there we go. Now it's starting to work a little bit better. I'll slow down, not move as fast. So Papa, he was able to get this thing.
This has been quite a project. This is an 85 Jeep. I had a 2.8 V6 in it, which I didn't ever care for. And we had a donor vehicle for the 4-liter and a 5-speed. And we converted it over. We just changed all the wiring harness. We just changed everything and had to rebuild some of the front end to make it longer to accommodate the inline 6 instead of the V6. But the thing runs absolutely great. I think Aiden will be proud. And when he's hopefully going to Wyoming to work, I really hope he gets to. That's a once in a lifetime chance to go to Wyoming and work for the park system. While he's gone, I'm going to take it to my house and I'm going to try to get it painted. We're going to paint it white. He wants it white with everything else blacked out. So we're going to try to do that while he's gone to Wyoming so he can take it to college this fall.
I'm trying to pull the video back up. Is it working a little bit better now, guys? Is it still really blurry? I might have to switch, go back over to the house. Well, we'll go back over, I guess, where we started at, because the picture was real good to begin with. I wanted to be able to take you guys out and show you around a little bit. And so that will help a little bit. But yeah, welcome to Georgia, where the internet service is iffy at best.
Especially when you live out in the middle of nowhere. But I love the middle of nowhere.
Well, we actually have they've ran new fiber optic cables. Difference on our Wi-Fi.
We have good service here now.
Let's see here. I'm gonna see if maybe might help a little bit here. Oh, let's see here. There we go. All right. Now it's cleared up a little bit.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, we got the Jeep all fixed up. Well, kind of. I don't say all fixed up. We got the Jeep running. So,
and we have good brakes. It runs good, and it stops good. So Aiden can be able to drive it.
yeah, I guess that the internet isn't gonna cooperate real well, or the cell service. I'm trying to get it.
I'd read the price of diesel. I've got 2 old farm tractors and a diesel truck, and it's going to be expensive this year apparently.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, God. But anyway, guys, well, this one's not working out real well. I think we'll try and come back here in just a second. See if I can't. Oh, now it seems to be working better. All right. All of a sudden, I don't know, something happened and it decided to start working a little bit better.
I scooted over.
Yeah, you got to hold your tongue just the right way.
And hold your finger up.
But yeah, so like Dad was saying, I don't know if the sound was that good over at the Jeep, but Dad's going to be painting the Jeep for Aiden this summer. He got a job in Yellowstone. He's going to be going to Yellowstone, working out there for the summer before he leaves for Florida Tech. So I've only got here before he heads off.
I'll miss him, I promise you. I don't know that I'm still all the way over you leaving home or not.
Yeah. But video just keeps coming in and out, going blurry and then getting better, doesn't it? Just can't make up its mind. But we're Bobby Hugh and Yaya, they're going to be going from a lot of sheep.
We're going to transition slowly over to sheep. I think it's a little more profitable. And Patty is a little leery of me a petting a 1,300-pound bull, but he's a big old gentle dog. But you never turn your back on a bull because they can be dangerous in a second. And they'll hurt you just wanting to play because his old big head probably weighs 300 pounds.
Yeah, so and we got to I'm gonna get some beehives done, and now Bobby Hugh's gonna have to get some new bee colonies started this year.
Yeah, we lost our beehive
real
this
good.
Winter. We had a storm come through and it blew the hive apart, blew the top off of it, and I lost that stand of bees, and it was a really good stand of bees, but we already have another nook on the way. I'm going to transition from Langstrom hives to long hives. I just think they're a little more suited for the area that we live in. And if anybody's interested in bees, I follow a man they call Dr. Leo. I've got all of his books that he has, and he's out in Missouri. If you just look up Dr. Leo or Beekeeping with a Smile, I think is the name of his book. But he's real informative. He's the kind of tries to be as natural a beekeeper as he can. And he gives a lot of valuable information, but beekeeping today is not like it was when my dad was a beekeeper and all of his brothers were beekeepers, because you just checked them a couple of times a year and everything was good. Now with the varroa mites and stuff, it's there's a lot of work involved. You gotta check your bees every couple of weeks to make sure you don't have varroa mites and stuff, which I don't like to bother my bees, but I guess we're gonna have to.
Hi everybody, doing Renee. Had a lot of people join. Sorry, trying to monitor the internet a little bit. Yeah, beekeeping, it is interesting. I'm looking forward to getting some down here. Just because honeybees are getting harder and harder to find.
It's
They're
a lot
dying
of work
out.
by the time you test for varroa mites and treat for varroa mites, and and keep enough, because Charles has that big field of clover over there. When that clover, that big red clover blooms, you'll get a good flow of honey out of that.
Yeah, did your Lee, you said your daughter worked out at Yellowstone one season. You said she liked it. Yeah, I think Aiden's going to really enjoy it. My mother and father-in-law are campground hosts out there every year and stay about 5 months out of the year. So I think they're going to be there close. It'd be good for his first time really away from home. But I think it will definitely be a once in a lifetime experience being able to go see stuff that you can't see.
Yeah, it'll be an adventure for him, and it'll give him a chance to grow up and get used to being away from home before he makes a big trip to college this fall. And we lose them again?
Nope. I was trying to pull it up so I could see a little bit better.
Okay.
The comments here.
Yeah, I can't. I've got glasses in my pocket, but they don't help. They're transition lenses, and I just don't. I get a lot better behind the bifocals. But this old house it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be worth it in the end to preserve a 195-year-old log house that's post-Revolutionary War and pre-Civil War. So it's going to be a lot of work, but I really think in the end it's going to be worth it. It's going to be, the dogs are just absolutely beautiful in this house.
Huh. The native bees, Ali G said they have native bees in Australia. They're smaller and they don't sting.
I don't
They
mind
have
getting
good
stung.
honey. I don't like getting stung.
I don't mind getting stung. You put on a bee jacket and a veil, you're fine.
I'd still rather not get stung unless I had to.
It don't hurt but a little while.
The ones that are bad to get stung by are those big hornets. They had some in Afghanistan. It is like getting hit with a sharp pencil lead.
A hornet's a lot worse than a honeybee, any variety of hornet. You got stung about 20 or 30 times when you were little. You were probably about, 3 years old maybe. And you got in a yellow jacket's nest.
Yeah.
And I had to run in and bail him out because he didn't know what to do, which is understandable. A 3-year-old in the middle of a bee swarm, you really don't know what to do.
Yeah, Renee, we have a lot of carpenter bees too. I hate those things, but set up a lot of carpenter bees traps and try and keep them. Luckily, the old logs on this house are so hard. Being heart pine, they're mostly fat lighter, but I don't have to worry about the carpenter bees with these logs. But anything new you build, you got to watch it.
These logs were covered up probably for 100 or more years, probably 140, 50 years. They were covered up behind board or lap siding, and exposing them has been a real treat for me. Like we said earlier, it's my fault the other side's opened up because we started just to look to see how they were down low, and I wanted to see the one that went above the windows across all the way and ties everything together, and I couldn't stand it. I had to get up there and jerk the boards down. They say curiosity killed a cat, so I must not be a cat because I'm a curious person.
Yep. Yeah, we're getting ready tonight to go to the high school swim banquet, the swim team banquet. It'll be the last one for Aiden who goes to college, so I'm sure there'll be some tears from Caroline. That'll be his last banquet.
Yeah, I hope all my caves are here so I can come back to the
Come back when he
graduation.
graduates.
But a heifer, I just don't like to leave a heifer unattended.
Yes, under the I am going to leave all the logs are going to be exposed. I'm not going to cover them back up. So, but it'll just be the porch and that one side, because everything else is on the back side or has been added onto. So it'll just be the two sides of the house.
And then
exposed.
one end of the original house burned, so the logs have been taken down and a wall built. I guess probably 1850s or so it burned,
Like
1840s. Yeah. And I don't know how it keep from burning the house all the way down and it being log, but there is absolutely no evidence of this house ever being chinked. So that may be why they put the lap siding on it, but
yeah.
But we can't find any dirt stains. In this period of a log house, it would have been chinked with red clay mud. That's what they did at up in North Carolina, they chinked them with mud. And I've got a barn that was built in 1894, and it had mud. The foundation were laid up with mud, and then the logs were chinked with mud. And it was a flue cured tobacco barn, and it desperately needs some work, but it's a useless barn, so get some work done on it, but I'm not sure.
Jenny, heifer, you don't want to leave a heifer unattended because a heifer is a cow that's never had a calf before. And so if they have any, they're way more likely to have issues calving their first time than they do their second.
They absolutely will. But once they have that first calf, I don't mind leaving them. But that first calf, because I have had to pull them before, and it's gross, but you just have to reach up in the cow and grab a hold of the calf and help. You have to help her deliver that calf. And a lot of times you have to pull their head down between their traction. You can pull on the calf, and when the calf comes, it'll come fast.
Yeah, so he's got the one. He just got one heifer. So
yeah, I just got one this year, and I'll have one next year. I'm keeping one for next year. A beautiful little heifer. And I'm sure my wife's videoed them, so we'll be posting some of the calves.
Yeah, she said she got some good videos of them today.
And maybe we can, maybe we'll have a chance to have a live birth when the heifer has a.
This is
a cat.
Yes, having these exposed. Oops, let me see if I can get them back here without it going blurry. As you can see these open the rafters, which I'm gonna leave open. They like to get up there and play.
And this house has it still has a lot of cedar shingles under the tin.
Yeah,
which is great.
Yeah, we got
Yeah, Aaron's getting some shingles now.
Some we took down. I was telling Dad that maybe instead of putting tin on it, I'd have him come down here and we could split cedar shingles.
Because then we'll have to build us a draw horse, because they'll have to be drawn down with a draw knife. See how they're thick and thin, and when you overlap them, you do them kind of like so. And takes a lot of shingles and various widths, and you have to stagger the joints to keep it from leaking. You can buy you can still buy cedar shingles, and but they're sealed with something that's supposed to make them fit and have fire retardant on them. A waterproofing on them makes them last a long time, but I'll just stay with the tin or asphalt shingles myself.
Yeah.
For the work involved.
I'll be putting tin. The tin on this one's still in pretty good shape, so it's not immediate priority on that. Got to get all the siding and everything done.
We got to do the siding. We've got to go under it and do a little work on the chimney, and nothing's going to be what I would call hard work. It's just going to be time consuming.
Yeah, that's about it.
But we can handle it. I'm going to come down here every chance I get and help him with the big stuff. And Robert's real good. Him and Robert help each other really well.
Yeah, Robert was going to come over for the live video today, but he had already put his guineas out. So me and Dad were working on a truck, and the guys came to trim some pecan trees up. So with all the birds out, he's afraid they get in the road because they like to go to the road right away.
Yeah, his bird coop's a little close to the road, probably 75 or 100 feet. And that's a little close because birds like to wander. And I don't know what it is out of road, but they love to go to the road.
Especially the guineas. Oh, whoops. There we go. But anyway, that's I'm gonna be heading up to North Carolina here probably a week after next. Taking the sawmill back and some tin from the old bird farm actually for Dad to fix his sawmill shed, repair some stuff.
The tin they took off of the old smokehouse or curing house, whatever you want to call it, matches the tin that's on the old sawmill shed. My dad had a sawmill when I was growing up, so I grew up on a sawmill, and I've wanted a sawmill ever since I was an adult. And from my retirement gift to my total agreement, because I love wood. I love the smell of wood. I love working with wood. I love everything about wood. And I'm a hobby furniture maker, so at some point we'll show you some of the stuff that I built when Patty and I make a video up there.
What somebody's asking if she has a heifer she's having a hard time keeping in her fence, bottle fed, but she's asking how old the bull was that you.
Iggy's about going on 4 years old. We got him when he weighed about 600 pounds. And I kept warning my wife and my daughter not to make a pet out of him, but they wouldn't listen to me. So they were feeding him apples and bananas and everything else right up at the fence. And one day I needed my wife to feed Iggy, and she had a little bucket of sweet feed. He kind of got upset because she didn't have a banana and went to shaking his head. He wasn't being dangerous. He was wanting to play and wanting a banana. And he popped her in the elbow pretty good with that head. And I was hollering at her to throw the bucket down, throw the bucket down. As soon as she threw the bucket down, he stuck his head in the feed bucket. But an animal like that, you don't make a pet out of. But I still do pet him. But I stay away from that head. And I'm behind him most of the time. But he's a real gentle-natured bull, but that could change in an instant, so don't never take your eyes off of one. Somebody asked something about bottle feeding calves.
And that heifer, she was asking what age the bull you bred her to.
She's bred to Iggy, and she was probably 18 months. She's over 2 now, so I figure the calf will be here sometime in early May, I hope, so I can. But sometimes the first calf, they have a few issues, and I'll stay around close and check on her a lot, and if I need to assist her in birthing that calf, I will. And but the heifer come from the best cow I've got, and the heifer we're going to keep next year come from the same cow. So I like black white faced animals, so that's why I've got a Hereford bull and black cows. I wanted to get black white faced cow started, and now we've decided that we're possibly going to change most of the herd over to sheep. And if we do, I've got a little bull out of Iggy. I'm gonna keep him, and he looks like he's going to be built like Iggy, and he's pretty gentle, but I'm not going to let him try to make a pet out of him.
Yeah.
But we have as many screwed up animals as Aaron does. We've got goats, and
my wife
we've got
a goose.
And my wife just bought 20 chickens Monday. I think she come home with 20 chicks, and we have 4 ducklings ordered, and we have 4 goslings ordered that we'll be getting the end of May. So that may kind of limit my trips down here a little bit.
Yep.
Well, it'll limit our trips coming together, but his mother can come down here for a week or so at a time, and then I'll come. But to get somebody to try to take care of a farm, it can be an issue.
Yeah, I'm also going to be taking some of the cats. We've got some donations that's come in, and we're going to be taking some cats here in the next week or two. Also, I think about 5 or 6 of them to get spayed, so that'll help a little bit with the cat population around here. And other than that, we've got to wrap it up, I think, for the afternoon, because like I said, we've got to go to the high school swim team awards banquet and get up there. And of course, before we do that, we got to take care of all the goats and chickens, all that stuff around here. So get all that wrapped up, and then in the morning get up early and take Papa Hugh back to North Carolina so he can see the new calves he's had born while he's been down here.
Yeah, 10 dogs and 30 cats is a little much.
Yeah, and 12 goats. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we will...
And Patty and I will be posting a few things along. We'll be sending it to Aaron for him to post.
And if we have enough service when I'm up there, if we have enough service when I'm up in North Carolina here in a couple of weeks, we'll do a live
good service right for now.
So we'll be able to do a live video up there too and walk around and show you guys some more of the farm and ask some questions. So
Yeah, Patty and I are gonna, as we read the comments, we're gonna do a video occasionally and answer some of the questions that we get. But I'm technologically challenged, and so is my wife. So, but I'm technologically challenged by choice. I just don't want to keep up with it. But anyhow, I guess that's just the old fart in me. So
That's it. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all
yeah,
next time.
we'll try to keep you posted on what's going on. Maybe we can get a live birth of a calf.
Maybe that would be work. That would work. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.